Hello everyone, welcome to Work with Soul. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the Work with Soul 5-day online workshop where we're here to support you in doing the work that lights up your soul. I'm Kelly, one of your hostesses of the Mostesses, and I am here with our other hostess, Miss Rebecca Niziol, who's also my beautiful business partner. Hello.
Hey Kelly.
How are you?
I am awesome. I'm really excited for this. It's fun. Kelly and I hang out on FaceTime like all the time because we are virtual business partners. So it's fun to do something more formal like this where we're not just in our sweatpants.
Yeah, we actually look really good right now. You look great. So I'm going to get a chance to talk about you a little bit and make you blush, which is exciting. But because I don't usually get the chance to do this, Rebecca is a badass coach. She was my coach when I was going from corporate crazy to my current more energized self. And she's done this for many, many others and helping them find the work that is fulfilling to them, along with a lot of other stress-reducing things. She's also a yoga instructor, a meditation teacher, a retired dancer. She still dances a lot in her living room, and a kick-ass connection catalyst. So welcome, Rebecca.
Thanks, Kelly. I appreciate the loving, flowing intro.
Today, she's here to talk about alignment and how to feel more energized in your work, which I know is something that all of us want, no matter where we are in our career journey. So I'm excited to dive in. I'm curious, before we start, what is one spiritual practice that you're currently using to energize yourself?
Ooh. I got to speak to my daily practice because it's my jam. And I do it every night before bed. I've been doing this for 3 years, and whenever people ask me, like, what's the biggest thing that's changed your life, this is it. When I started committing to doing something every day for myself that's a non-negotiable, it really did change my life. And this practice has evolved. It changes all the time. So what I'm doing now and what I've been doing for about the past 6 months is a chant. So a different mantra. Sometimes it's a little bit more sing-songy. Sometimes it's just an affirmation. But I use music and different Kundalini mantras and chants to really get in my zone. It helps me to find my voice and really just tap back in here to who I am every night before bed.
How do you know what to chant? And you're not like a singer. I mean, I know you, obviously. Like, you're more of a dancer, mover type than a singing type. So this is kind of cool to hear about. But like, how do you pick which chants you're gonna do, or like, where did you find out about all of this?
So I did a Kundalini teacher training, so a lot of it comes from my Kundalini training. But really, it's intuitive. I kind of like feel into what I need, and usually I just find I'm like called to something, and it's more the chant picks me. Like, it finds me, and then I'm just so drawn to it. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this for 6 weeks, for 40 days. This is what I'm meant to do. So usually it picks me more than me picking it.
I like that because I feel like then if you need something, whether it's more expression or something coming back to you, you can potentially have both. And it sounds very like somewhat creative and artistic in that realm as well. Just like there's some art you're really drawn to, and there's some art that you're like, that art speaks to me. Same kind of thing. Very, very cool. So a lot of people feel, and I'm sure a lot of people that are watching this right now, they're feeling like they don't have enough energy to go chant. They're feeling like they don't have enough energy to move forward and really do the work that lights up their souls because they're just exhausted at the end of the day. I know I got this way when I was in a job that wasn't quite fulfilling for me. It's hard to say, like, it's hard to even think about what you want to do next because you're barely surviving in the current mode. So what suggestions do you have here?
Yeah, I love this. And I mean, if you were to rewind 4 years ago, this is exactly what I felt when I was dancing. I was so drained and exhausted at the end of the day, both physically and mentally and emotionally, that when I started thinking about, like, what do I do next, all I wanted to do was just go to sleep and maybe have a glass of wine. So with this, I think we get cut in this rut of, if we're not totally energized by what we're doing, we start skipping out and not doing the very things that actually give us energy to move forward. So, like, for me, like, I have to be meditating and I have to be getting on my yoga mat a few times a week. and I have to be hanging out with like my amazing friends. If I just like start like hermiting myself in my apartment, I lose a lot of energy because I'm very extroverted. So for all you guys, if you're feeling like you don't have the energy you need, I would say focus in on what's the one thing that you could do for yourself, and then commit to adding that in. Even when you're exhausted, even when you feel like you don't have energy, you have to remember you're going to get the energy after you do it. So you just have to, it's like going to the gym. Like no one actually like wants to go to the gym at the beginning, but you just have to like go, and then you feel great, right? And my teacher has told me that the first step to happiness is commitment. Ooh. So you just have to commit. And whether that means like enroll a buddy, like I would tell Kelly, like, Kelly, please, I can't go to bed at 4 a.m. anymore. Like, I need you to help me, like, get my 8 hours of sleep. Like, enroll someone. Like, commit to whatever that thing is. Ask someone for help. But really make a commitment. Even if it's, like, one thing, 1 hour a week. Commit to that.
I love that. Actually, you talking, I was like, I'm going to go on a run right now. I'm so ready. But I love that. And I love the link between happiness and commitment, because I think that's something that's really difficult when you feel like you're just surviving. So yes. What does it mean to be, work, or live in alignment?
Yeah. Working alignment really is working with soul. So it means that you're being all of who you are, and you're really living your values out loud. You're living your purpose in motion. So being in alignment means really you're in integrity with yourself. So if you most want to feel, for example, I most want to feel excited and energized, but also grounded and connected. So I need to be feeling all of those things at the same time in order to be living in alignment. And when I start to get out of alignment, you get this sense like, something's a little off.
Yeah. So talk a little bit more about that. Like, what does it feel like when we are in alignment, and what does it feel like when we're out of alignment? Because I think, at least for me, that was really difficult of like, oh, you can tell me to be aligned, but like I'm being myself. So how do I know from day to day what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. This is so important. So for all of you watching, like get this one thing if you get nothing else from this video. Your body is going to tell you when you're in alignment and when you're out of it. So it's your biggest, it's your best friend in this sense. Because when you're in alignment, it really does feel amazing because you're in your zone. There's a lot of flow to your life. There's ease and effortlessness. Things just kind of happen. Mm-hmm. There's all these little synchronistic moments where like you were just thinking about, oh my God, I need to find a lawyer to help me with that, form, and then the next day you meet that person. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of like ease to what you're manifesting, and you feel happy here, you feel energized here, you feel like yourself here, you feel really comfortable and at home with who you are and what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Now on the flip side, when you're out of alignment, your body's also going to tell you that. So this is where things are much more challenging. There's a lot of resistance and struggle and really a lot of stress when you're out of alignment, because it feels like you're being out of integrity with yourself, and that feels kind of crappy. So it's when your body's like exhausted and tired. It's when you get sick. It's when you maybe feel like guilty for doing some things that really don't line up with your values, or you're frustrated with yourself. It's when like you're getting this calling to live this dream, and you still are staying here. Your body's going to tell you this isn't working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I definitely feel that. And it's interesting because regardless of like how fit you are in a current moment, right? When you're doing work that you feel aligned to, your body's you're gonna feel like an athlete. Like you're gonna feel amazing. Then at the same time, even if you are super fit, if you're doing the work that doesn't feel good, your body is gonna feel like you never get off the couch. So I think it's really cool to hear kind of how your body is that sensor for how everything else is working internally. So I'm getting more energy listening to you, but I definitely want to make sure that I'm, finding more alignment and energized after this interview. So what can everyone in the group be doing to create more alignment in their work and feel more energized?
Yes, great. So along with what I already said, that's like a bonus thing. If you know there's something that you need to be doing to pick your energy up, whether that's hanging out with your friends or going to yoga or like taking that course that you keep saying you're going to do, commit and do that. You're just going to feel amazing when you do. So that would be my first thing. For an actual exercise you can do, this is a 2-part process. So the first thing is to really get your energy up anytime you're going to dig into this more spiritual, deep work. You got to stay playful. You got to have fun. So before you take step 2, I want you to either pause this video or later when you come back to this, you're going to put on your favorite song. We recommend some like MJ, some Marvin Gaye, something that like gets you dancing and moving. Get up out of your seat, off your chair, off your couch, and just move your body for about 3 minutes. When your body's like up in that excited, free-flowing physical state, your mind is going to get there too. So when you have to then go in and like think about what you want for your dream job and think about who you need to reach out to, it's going to be way easier. So step 1, put on your favorite song, 3 minutes, 4 minutes long, get up and move your booty, okay? Second step, you're going to make 2 lists. I love lists, Kelly. You know I love lists. You're going to make 2 lists. So the first one is going to be the top 5 things that you're currently doing in your work. And if your work is like really draining, think back to an old job you had that you really loved. The top 5 things you do in your work or in your career that really energize you. And just so you know, these are going to be the moments when you're most aligned. So for example, for me, teaching yoga, guiding meditations, co-creating with someone amazing like Kelly, talking about ideas and possibilities, living in that realm, and then planning and experiencing moments of connection. Those are my top 5. So you want to make a list of your top 5 things that energize you in your work. The second list is going to be the top 5 things that drain you in your work. Kelly, what's one for me? Spreadsheets? Like when I just have to like look at numbers.
Technical
so
processes.
Yeah, if I have to look at like systems for too long, oh my God, it's just drains me down. So, but your list might look totally different from my list. So you're going to have 2 different ones. Again, top 5 things that energize you, top 5 things that drain you. Then what you're going to do is turn up the volume or intensity or regularity of one thing on your top 5 list. So if you know, like when you engage with people and you're in conversation at work, your energy boosts up, make sure you're doing more of that. Talk to your boss maybe about doing more of that. If you work for yourself, give yourself more of that. And then on the other list of the things that drain you, turn down the volume or intensity of at least one of those things. If you don't love spreadsheets, hire someone to do your spreadsheets. Make it fun. Carrie talks about this later on in about dating your dollars. Make it fun if it's like really draining, or delegate it out so you don't have to do it.
Awesome. I love all of that. So everybody would love to see your comments around this. Definitely comment below on 1, what song you're going to be dancing to, because I want to dance to it too. And 2, some of your lists. What are some things that you're discovering about yourself that really show that you have a lot of energy in certain areas? Where are you feeling energized and aligned? And then where are you not feeling so much? I'd expect that we're going to have a lot of discussion around this, because I know this is an area that everyone's super passionate about, and everyone kind of does a different way. So I'm excited to see what everyone has to say. And also for the first 5 that comment, Rebecca does have a special gift for you, so be looking out for that. Thank you so much.
I'm going to be giving you guys a Yoga Nidra recording. Yoga Nidra is sleep yoga. You guys, this is like gold if you're exhausted. 20 minutes of Yoga Nidra is like 3 hours of sleep. So if you want that, comment below. If you're one of the first 5, I am happy to send it on over to you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Rebecca. And
thank you, Kelly.
I'll see you in the next video.
Perfect. Love you guys. Bye for now.
Bye.